weigh-ins with chael-sonnen versus Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva basically goes up and like does like an elbow kind of like thing. He sits there and goes, kind of like puts his elbow and hits chael-sonnen in the face. Chael-sonnen did not blink whatsoever. I think chael-sonnen seriously is so motivated to beat Anderson, and Anderson looks like he's very aggressive in this stare-off. He looks like he's really going to come out and fight. I think Anderson Silva, if he comes out like he can, against like he fought against Rich Franklin and all these type of dudes, he can win this fight. But to be honest, guys, if chael-sonnen comes out like he did at Hungary, takes him out, because I know chael-sonnen is not going to let Anderson Silva dance around and get his shots off, because that's what a lot of fighters do. They go in very slow and not aggressive. The way to get through Anderson is you got to be aggressive and take Anderson to the ground and use your wrestling. And chael-sonnen, like he did in the first fight, he just came out, threw one punch, and shot him for a takedown. That's what he's going to do. And I know chael-sonnen has been training a lot of jiu-jitsu, so he's not going to get caught in a submission, I don't think. But welcome to UFC 148, Anderson Silva versus chael-sonnen vlog. And if you bozos want to watch the fights, go to MMAlinker.com in the description, and you don't have to watch the rest of this video of me talk about my opinions on the fight and anything like that. Funny, he said, Anderson Silva says chael-sonnen doesn't respect anybody, and he's only talking to hype the fight up, and he's only talking so he can get in your head, so you're going to be aggressive. And it's really bad to fight in an aggressive, pissed off way, because you don't fight up to your potential when you're fighting in like a very calm mood. And he says, well, chael-sonnen doesn't respect anything. It's like, I think Anderson Silva, how he said in the press conference, I'm going to kick your teeth in. It's like, okay, Anderson Silva, you're a good fighter, but chael-sonnen has your number. Chael-sonnen has dominated you for fucking 20 minutes. No other fighter has done that. Yo, guys, just because you guys see a lot of these Anderson Silva title fights where he has ran around the cage and hasn't really fought. And I don't understand why a lot of fighters, when they fight Anderson Silva, when Anderson Silva has his hands down, they shadow box him. When he has your hands down and you're a wrestler or something, shoot in and take him to the ground. I think that's why chael-sonnen is the way he is, the way he beat Anderson basically for 20 minutes, is because he is so fucking aggressive, he doesn't let Anderson breathe. Yo, guys, just got done watching Tito Ortiz versus Forrest Griffin. I think Forrest Griffin did a decent job with a lot of kicks and with pressure in the action. I think my favorite fighter of all time, Tito Ortiz, was doing good with the ground and pound. He said he was going to come in and use his ground and pound. Yes, he gassed out a little bit. I think he gassed out a lot because of he's so emotional. He's one of those type of fighters who's very emotional and who always leaves his heart on in the cage. And I think what Forrest Griffin did at the end of the fight was kind of effed up. Walking out of the cage and walking and having Dana White chase him down. I don't know what kind of bullshit that was. I think that was kind of disrespectful. And him interviewing him, he was kind of like giggling and kind of making fun of him, I guess. But that was kind of bullshit what Forrest Griffin did after the fight. Running out of the cage like that. I don't really know why he did that or why he was interviewing Tito Ortiz at the end. But Tito Ortiz has been fighting for 15 years. The longest reigning light heavyweight champion of all time. Like 3 years reigning. This fool is a beast, and you guys gotta respect this dude. He's one of the best fighters ever. Yes, he hasn't won a lot of fights in the last 5 years, but he's still a badass dude for getting in the cage and putting his heart on the line. But that's just my opinion, and you can watch the fights at MMAcore.com if you want. And now I'm gonna go watch the main event and get back to you guys in a little bit. But to be honest, Tito Ortiz, You're one of my favorite fighters of all time. He was one of the main reasons why I started watching UFC back in like 1998. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Holy shit! This is weird. Chael-sonnen comes in very fucking aggressive like he did in the last fight, dominating the first round, and Anderson gets no strikes off whatsoever. It's weird. No, who's gonna stop this dude? The only guy that I've seen that come close is chael-sonnen. But It's really ridiculous when chael-sonnen can't do it. I give props to Anderson Silva, but I want a fighter who's gonna fight more than one time a year. And to me, I think if chael-sonnen would not have went for that spinning back fist, he could have still had that fight. He went for some crazy spinning back fist, and chael-sonnen is not known for doing these crazy spinning back kicks and crazy knees, but he done a spinning back fist, land on his ass, and then chael-sonnen got massively rained punches, because Anderson Silva is a very technical striker, ladies and gentlemen. He's very technical in his strikes and in his just the way he puts his combinations together. And if chael-sonnen would not have went for that stupid, crazy, crazy spinning back fist, the fight would have lasted longer. But I have to give my props where the props are due. Anderson Silva did fight in the second round. He did come out. He did show respect to chael-sonnen and say it was a good fight and it's a sport and their beef is done, I guess. But to be honest, chael-sonnen versus Anderson Silva is always an entertaining fight. I think chael-sonnen is the only guy that's going to come close to beating him. I don't see anybody else in the 185-pound division ever coming close, unless you got like a Dan Henderson or somebody with beastly wrestling that can be very aggressive. And chael-sonnen is the dude who, right when the bell rang, right when they said fight, chael-sonnen was right in his face, basically picked him up, slammed him down, and started grounding and pounding him. But Anderson Silva is still the champion. What is it? He's won like 14 times in the UFC, and he has what? They said like 11 title defenses. That's fucking insane. But guys, I will talk to you party people next time. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think about this fight. Do you think chael-sonnen came in overly aggressive, or just trying to do way more technical striking and crazy shit than he should have, and should have just focused on his ground and pound or whatnot? So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.